G'day everyone, welcome to Matt Hill's Scale Models. We're doing video number 4 of the Monogram Pro Modeler P-40E in 1/48 scale. This is my version of the aircraft flown by Captain Andrew J. Reynolds of the 9th Fighter Squadron, 49th Fighter Group, Darwin, Australia during the Second World War. If you've been following the videos, this is now the painting stage and the weathering stage done. A few more little things to do. I've got the aerials to run. I've got a little bit of tiny weathering to do on the wheels, nav lights, and two tiny little parts of the landing bay or landing bay doors, which I have to finish painting and weathering. The kit was going to be sprayed in Vallejo Modeler, and that was a total fail to the point where I just don't like the paint. The fallback was to Tamiya, and I'll do a list of things that I have done to the kit on the last video if I can. But it got to the stage where I stripped the whole model kit back to the plastic. The Vallejo Modeler paint just did not work, to the point where I personally think it is rubbish. But we've got the painting stage, the weathering stage. The aircraft was primed again in Vallejo black surface primer. Then I applied the aircraft with that Tamiya XF52 Flat Earth, Tamiya XF81 RAF Dark Green, and then for the undersides I used Mr. Hobby or Hobby Colour H57 Aircraft Grey. Used the AK rubber tyres on the tyres. Then I used, for the chipping and some of the aluminium parts, the Tamiya XF16 enamel flat aluminium, which is really good enamel. Aircraft was then glossed using the Micro Industries Micro Gloss, which I really think is one of my favourite gloss coats around. Another thing I'm finding it hard to get, and it's down to its last glugs in the bottom of that. The aircraft was then washed in this ultimate dark dirt, which I've never really got to work, but the reason why I used it, I found, I was hoping to try to get something to stick to the raised panel lines, and it did that quite well. You might think, geez, it's very dark. It's only dark on the camera. It's not too bad when I look at it like on the normal eye, but now I'm looking through at the camera with it. It looks really dark, and I thought to myself, oh geez, but it's not that bad in the natural light. I sort of got away with repairing these panel lines and stuff that was lost during the construction. Excuse fingers. My piece of paper's gone for a walk. The kit decals are absolutely fantastic. They have got a couple of little glitches, as you might be able to see here. The underlying white just comes through a tad on the stars, the points. I'm going to try to get those out if I can. I don't know if I will, but they don't look too bad. The decals went down, so just probably some of the best decals I have used for a long time, and they conformed really well to all the raised panel lines, and I couldn't recommend them any more highly, to tell you the truth. Besides that bit of a misregister, they're not too bad. It's only on the American ones the Australian markings or the weren't too bad for it so far. So they were pretty good. The little bit of chipping was done just with my a very fine brush around some of these panel lines, and here done with sponges, the same with on the leading edge of the wings. I have seen photos of this aeroplane. It was a little bit beaten, as they all were. Used extremely hard in very hard, harsh, hot, humid conditions. I think the paint would suffer, and I'll try to do that the best I can, or try to work it out the best I can. So yeah, that's where it is so far. Everything. I really enjoyed it. Once I get a few more things done to it, I can most likely get the figures painted. I'm not a very good figure painter, but once all the navigation lights are done, the rigging is done, I'll do a final reveal video on that. But yeah, I had some dramas with the paint, and had to go back to the tried and tested. And why wouldn't you not fix something that isn't broken? So I'm just going to stick with my Tamiya paints, and if I have to mix a few things to get a few variations in paint shades and stuff, so be it. But that's where we are so far. The next video will be the final reveal. I'd like to thank all my subscribers for your comments, watching my videos. Thanks to my new subscribers. I haven't got shout outs to everyone. I keep forgetting people, but I promise I do appreciate your input, and I'm sorry if I don't reply. I just have so much on the plate at the moment, as well as work and trying to get some kits built. But the next reveal will be this one. For this one will be probably Wednesday, and then we will be starting another kit. I'm tossing up between two kits at the moment. I have got a buddy build to do with Frankie Day and Strike Eagle scale aircraft, which is a Spitfire buddy build. I have got the old Revell 1/32 scale Mark 1 Spit. I'm just going to drag it out of the pile somewhere. But what I was going to do in the meantime, I've got a 1/48 scale Sky Raider, and I've got a 1/32 scale Revell P-40E Jade Lightning, which have been in the stash for a while, and I wanted to get those out to get them started. They've always kept looking at me. The boxes are getting flattened and flattened and flattened where they've been piled up and things sat on top of them, so I'd like to get those done. Thank you very much, everybody, for your likes and your comments. Please feel subscribe if you feel like you want to subscribe, and till next time, be safe, model hard. A little bit of effort can get a result, a good result with a bit of luck. Have an old kit. Cheers.